started with post-harvest equipment, like agro-processing equipment, almost 25 years ago. Partnered with a lot of research institutes and looking at some of the problems they have in adding value to some of the farm produce. So that's why I was making a lot of research on my own, spending my personal money to do a lot of research on drying, milling, and some other areas that are key area in value addition. So I started with value addition. Later I moved into farming, I moved into processing, then I moved into marketing. So now I run the kind of demand-driven business. So most of the business I'm doing now is not because I want to have money, but because I want to be convenient, contented, and I still want to create a lot of jobs for people. I want to be the one that will create a lot of, maybe thousands of jobs, over 5,000, 10,000 jobs for young ones, so that in farming, you'll be able to divide it in different sections. So you have the service provider on the farm, then you have the value addition on the farm, then you have the skill acquisition, the people making the equipment. So those are the things I'm trying to put together to say, okay, if we need to do farming into a profitable level, so we need to look backward and look at some of the teething problems we're having and be able to provide solutions for them. So that's basically what I've been able to do over the year. Look at some of the existing problems in Nigeria and Africa. Why is it that we eat every day, the farmer remain poor? Why is it that people are adding value, frying gari and everything every day, they find it difficult to even change their clothes? I travel abroad, I see that farming is one of the major business they were doing, and they are able to feed themselves. And they have limited, land resources, and even the climate is not even friendly. So they maximize and utilize the size of land they have to project and to promote agriculture in their country. So after travel abroad, look at what is being done. I came back, I want to have the biggest farm settlement in Nigeria. I don't even mind in Africa, or the biggest farm empire. So no money, no land, no human resources, even knowledge is like zero to do what I'm doing presently now. So I have to develop myself. For close to 5 years, I was doing a proper case study on how I will get there. So his passion is there, I have the passion, but I don't have the money. So and now, out of my case study, I found out that, okay, human resources is key, land is key, and the crops we want to start with are key. I intend to do a kind of integrated farming, but I need to have a crop as a reference where I choose cassava. So I pay some people to do a lot of land survey and everything for me, around Oyo, Ogun, Osun, Kwara, a lot of area in the southwest. And I find out, okay, Ogun is more like it. The people are friendly. The people are, I feel as if I'm in my own town, coming here. So I came here, I didn't meet anything. Everything was like when everything is dark, and I just want to start doing something and no money. So with the little resources I had, and some of the case study I've done, I found out, okay, talking to the community, carrying the community along on, okay, this is my project, it's not government, it's my own idea. I don't really have the money, but I need to scout for the money on what bottleneck the little money I have to develop the business, then put it back some of the profit I'm making, so in order to make it grow faster. So the land becomes not an issue because I was able to identify they have land. I was able to sit with community, to discuss with community and create what we call like a land banking initiative, that when people have the land, they can come to me, banking with me. So I know how many hectares are needed to be used, do some survey on the land and everything. So I found out that land is not an issue. I found out different stories about where the government lands are, where the community lands are, where the local government lands are, where the federal government lands are, what are the indications for me to do it. I know doing business in Nigeria, you need to be smart. You don't need to put all your eggs in one basket. I took land from the community as a group. I took some land from maybe the landowner individual. I took some land from the state. I took some land from the federal. So I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. So I was having land from government, from federal government, land from the states, land from the community, land from an individual. So at times I bought some, at times I leased some. So it becomes like a film to me, because I was able to achieve and I was able to get the results of what I was looking for them. So land, I was able to settle the issue of land. So agribusiness is key in this area. We will find out that most of the people who are practicing agriculture because they get free loan, they don't even calculate the payback on the investment. Some people, because they cannot stay in the city, they come back to the village and to practice subsistence farming. So in that case, that way, they are only practicing farming, not looking at what the farming will bring. But what we are doing now, we are practicing farming to pay salary, to run a one-man, one local government. We have our own borehole, we have our own electricity, we have everything on our own. We have a tractor, a grader that does the roads and everything. So when you look at what we are doing now, it's a kind of approach that we need to adapt to the system. And most of the times, alive, when Nigeria are trying to encourage farmers, processors, and they're trying to mention something about small scale processing, you have to go maybe 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, you can start processing. It's never done. They're only creating awareness, like emotion without friction. There's no business in Nigeria that is small. In as if you are going to provide your own electricity, your own borehole. Cost of electricity, cost of borehole, even takes all the money away. Talk of even adding value. And the changing of mindset of people is another different thing entirely we have to do in this part of the world. People don't see it as something it needed to be done. People just see that, let me just do it and live. And most of the problem we're having in Nigeria, basically in the rural area, is that people don't even tend to realize who they are. So what we are trying to sell them to them is you need to realize who you are. You need to even realize your own standard of living. How much do you really need in a day to survive? So how much are you really looking for at the end of the month? So those are the evaluation we are doing. So that's why people like us say, okay, let's come to the roots. Let's do the foundation properly and start building. So that's what we are doing in agriculture. And we believe that agriculture is the key thing that can protect us to the next level.